Hey everybody, how you guys doing tonight? Wanted to get in a nightly shave, but I do want to have a little focus tonight on this brush that I have done a test lather on, but I have not actually used in a shave, and it is the Elusive Plisson brush. Some people affectionately call it the brush of the gods, I guess because of how soft it is. And I have not shaved with it, but I definitely wanted to do so. In my lather test with this brush, it did work out pretty well. I had a really good lather with it. I found that I had to put in a little bit more water, but we'll see how it goes when we actually put it to the test today. I was using a Sterling, sorry I can't hold on to this thing anymore. I was using a Sterling bar, or soap puck in their barbershop scent, and I did let it bloom a little bit so it was a little bit softer. And today I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be using a hard soap, and it's going to be the Synergy RazoRock The Beach. If you watched my 5 days of RazoRock, I did use this soap already, and it's just absolutely amazing. So, I mean, I'll probably talk about the performance of it a little bit just because it's such a great soap, but my focus really is going to be on this brush. And for the razor for today, I'm going to be using my vintage flare tip with a fresh feather blade in it. And I've just washed out my face with the Phoenix pre-shave bar, and I went back against the grain with it, and so I think my face is ready to go. Cool thing is, you don't have to soak it. I'll just dip it in some water, and should be ready to go. I really wanted to see how it would do with a hard soap, especially with these Phoenix soaps, because I use these a lot. I think I might even have too much water in there. And as I can see, it's already loading soap off this puck. Super easy. And I find with these old Synergy soaps, now Phoenix, even though this formulation's no more, that it really doesn't take me too long to lather. So I think that's good. All of this stuff right here, even though I put on that pre-shave bar, that just kind of becomes an extra pre-shave for me. So I'll put that stuff on there. Man, already this scent is so amazing. It's going to be hard not to talk about it like crazy. So we'll see how it goes with this brush. Start lathering it up. Okay, lathered up really nice with that the hard puck of soap. No problems there at all. Felt really good. The tips, even though they're really soft, it didn't feel, any really different than like a nice soft Badger brush, but definitely softer, than some of the boar brushes I have. So let's get started with this shave. One thing I didn't point out when I did that review of it, just right out of the box, is that when you look at this handle, in a lot of the videos it has lather all over it, you just see like a black handle, and you don't know if, like, is it plastic, what is it? It actually is a nice wooden handle, and when I look closely at it, I can actually see, kind of like the grain of the wood and stuff, and it's a really nice handle, and I wish I would have examined it a little bit closer when I did that first video, because I definitely got to give it credit for that. It is, just a beautiful brush. Okay, that first pass went wonderful. The soap and razor and blade combination is just absolutely magical. We'll get this lathered up, and oh man, instantly what I can tell you right now, I was saying it didn't really feel too much different, but I had a day and a half of growth, and my hair is just really coarse. And so I'm wondering if that's why I couldn't really feel it, because I wasn't feeling that much of this brush. Actually, on my skin, it was going over hair, because when I'm going over my face now for the second pass, I'm really feeling the softness of this brush, and it is feeling really nice. And as far as holding the lather, I mean, the brush is still, really good holding the lather. And I've heard people complain that it's floppy. I mean, yeah, definitely. It doesn't have like the backbone of like my Simpsons Chubby 2 or anything, but I mean, that's a completely different type of brush. And this is really nice. The lather is just going on my face really smooth. I'm pretty impressed with it right now. In between passes, I keep my brush in like a bowl, and that's kind of floating in some hot water, and it almost like keeps the lather warm, kind of like a little scuttle effect. It's my poor man's scuttle. So get my razor wet. Let's go across the grain, and I'm guessing this pass will be just as good as the first. Okay, second pass went awesome, beautiful, soaked razor blade. Everything is performing just absolutely top notch. Still plenty of lather left in this brush. I'll just do, very minor touch-ups. I don't ever typically do a full third pass, on a rare occasion. And man, these tips are really, really soft. I'm really enjoying this brush. I was kind of anticipating, when I read a lot of reviews on it and stuff, is that when people complain about the floppiness of it and that it had no backbone and stuff, I kind of thought that I wouldn't like it. But then, on the other hand, people saying it's the best brush in the world. So, after giving it a shot, I'm really, really liking this brush. I think it's great. Okay, I think we're going to finish off the shave there. I ended up doing quite a bit of touch-ups because everything was just going so smooth. I did see one or two little spots of blood, but yeah, like right there under my neck. I don't even know if you guys can see that. But anyways, it's feeling great. Now back to the brush. I've done, lathered up 3 full times with it, and it still looks like there's plenty of lather in this brush. Let's see. And yeah, as I get it all out, I mean, there's just a huge amount of lather still there. That probably would have given me another, 2 or 3 passes had I wanted to do it. And that's awesome. And I'm not going to speed up I didn't speed up that loading, of the puck, just so you guys can see in real time how long it took me to get this much soap in the brush, and it really was not long. So I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up and give some final thoughts on this shave and the brush of the gods. Okay, for this brush, wow, it performed excellent. It really did exceed my expectations. I thought, it would probably be functional, but beyond that, my absolute best hope for it was that it would be an adequate travel brush, that if I took and I lost, it would be fine. But you know what? I am thinking that it's definitely a brush that will stay just in my rotation. So as I finish off, just a squirt of the Thayer's Lavender Witch Hazel. Because I don't usually go with the full aftershave on my face, even though when I do use it after the burn and then that menthol freeze goes off, it is excellent, but I'm just not going to do it. However, I will use some of the Beach, the matching aftershave and cologne, but what I'm going to do with it is kind of mix in a little bit with my Nivea Sensitive Men's Post-Shave Balm. And now, even though this stuff is not unscented, it's not heavy scented, so just adding a few drops of that Beach aftershave cologne will probably end up putting a little bit of burn in there. Yeah, definitely a little bit of the alcohol burn back in there. But the Beach covers up the scent of that Nivea and makes it wonderful. So if you were thinking about getting one of these Plisson brushes, and you can, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I think it is an excellent brush. The quality seems good. It works great. And I think it was about 40 bucks, and I could not recommend it highly enough. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, and we'll see you next time.